It's time to talk about Middle Tennessee Christian School sports. It's MTCS Cougar Corner, presented by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Each week we sit down with the coaches to recap the latest games and preview what's ahead. It's time to talk about the orange and white on MTCS Cougar Corner, right here on WGNS and BigGTV. Stay tuned, the show is coming up right after this message from our sponsors.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically, because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org. Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
We're back for MTCS Cougar Corner, presented by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance and fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 101.9, 100.5, 1450, WGNSSports.com, and BigGTV.
And we welcome you to Cougar Corner. I'm John Dinkins, the host of this week's Cougar Corner. Christian Peterson joins us back here with the head coach of the Cougars, and what a football game! That's all I'm going to say. What a football game! It was unbelievable.
It was a lot of fun. Fans are great. Really proud of our kids. You know, there was I think that was the game that really showed the growth. Right, like we've had those moments. You know, we fought through it for the last year and a half of kind of being young and kind of building that confidence and. I think last night was kind of the culmination of the kids believing in each other and playing together. It would have been really easy with how that third quarter started to have the wheels just completely fall off and leave there disappointed. But, I thought, we regrouped, we took a deep breath, we went out, we played the next play, and, we're just so proud of our kids for how we finished that game.
Yeah. You were kind of anticipating that this might be a tough game. It's you'd seen you knew what they had, and you made a good point before we got in here of adversity. You have some success, then you have adversity, then you come back with success, and that's what you mean by it's a good win. Not only because you had some moments there that you weren't happy with, but they came back and got through it and won the game. And learn some things.
For sure. I mean, you get games where, everything goes right and, it's great. You win the game, all that stuff. And, but really when you find out how good you can be is one of those games where, like last night, I felt really good going into halftime. We're up 28-14. Offensively, we moved the ball well. Defensively, had done a great job stopping them. We had really had a lot of things going our way. Everything was really positive. It's easy to stay together when everything's positive. We come out in the second half and, we just, the snap exchange, just like looked like we hadn't done it ever, and so we don't get going on that first drive, give up a touchdown. And then, credit to them, their kickoff, it hits just inside the sideline, and our kids are letting it go out of bounds, and it just died. It died right inside there, and then so you go in at halftime up 2 scores, you blink, and now it's 28-21. They score in one play. It's 28-28. Offense still just not going yet. They end up going up 35-28. And I think there's a lot of points over the last year and a half where that would have been it. I think that would have been the wheels falling off, the youth kind of rears its head, and everybody freaks out. I thought we did a much better job of handling that. Came back out, got tied it up on the next drive, and then from there, their offense, they got a lot of good players. Like they're big up front. Their quarterbacks is going to be a dude. He played really well last night. We get a stop on defense on 4th down in our inside of the field. Offense answers with a touchdown again to go up 42-35 with like 5 minutes to go, and again, you're about to get their best shot, and I just kept telling defense on that drive, I just need your best, just your best. You don't need to go be Superman. Just give me your best. Ends up being like 4th and goal, 5 seconds left. It's one of those games where I don't know that it was super loud in the stadium because their fans are standing, our fans are standing, but everybody just kind of has that nervous energy of watching to see what happens. We make the play and come out with a win. And I think it was good for our kids to kind of, again, see that, to where like things can go wrong. Like it's okay. Like things are going to happen. Regroup. Let's get to the next one. Like we're still a talented football team. We can go beat people even if things aren't perfect. And, I think this can be a real launching point for us, is to kind of taking that next step.
When you have a game like that, you have to have some really talented performances. Some really good performances. Van Gura, 26 carries for 183 yards, 3 touchdowns. Eric Bowling had 12 tackles. Cooper Jones had 13 tackles and a forced fumble. And Shy Murphy had 10 carries for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. Alone, that's over, 300 and some odd yards rushing by 2 guys?
Yeah, they came ready to play. Really kind of early in that game, Ali came out of the gates ready to go. And, he was really kind of the engine that got us started. And then, Shy Murphy's running the ball so hard this year. He's doing so well, and he's able to pop one, and really then we were able to just kind of get going on offense. Shout out to the guys up front.
I was going to say the offensive line had to be playing great.
Yeah, I think we got a freshman guard starting for us, and it's really starting to look like it makes sense to him now, right? Like the game is starting to slow down for him. He's starting to understand it. He's understanding where his shoulder needs to get to, which side of the defender he needs to attack. We're able to start fixing the small things, and then we start 2 freshmen up front, Knox Appleton at guard, and Owen Lampett at our inside tackle spot, and then we got a junior at quick guard, junior at center, we got a senior at outside tackle, and then we started a sophomore at tight end last night, and can't say enough about how Tripp played. It was giving up 60 pounds to that D tackle, and I don't know that the D tackle won a battle against him all night. Like Tripp just came out, and he wasn't going to be denied. He was going to get movement. Will Odom played a lot in the backfield for us. He's a freshman, and he didn't miss. Like he got up to where he needed to go. And it really allows. Then you allow Ali and Shy to get out in the open field and fly around, and it took all 11. It took all 11, but I thought we're starting to kind of get it clicking and understand who we are as an offense. And it was good to go into a game with 2 physical teams, and at no point did I feel like we were getting pushed around. We held our own at worst, and at best we were moving them out of the way and doing what we wanted to do. And I think that, again, it's just a belief system, and them starting to trust all 11 guys on the field, and understanding that it's never going to be one guy. Like one guy can't do it, right? It takes everyone blocking for him. It takes the running back getting to the right hole. it takes once you get into the open field, just not being denied and going to get in the end zone. Again, it takes a little bit of everything. Marlo didn't have the stats last night, but Marlo played well. His post that he hit to Jack Thompson to get us down to the 1 was a heck of a throw. Backside corner tries to undercut it. He puts it over the backside corner and hits him down at the 1. And I think, again, that's kind of a testament to our kids. Week 1, Marlo was kind of the one that got us going, and now this week it's really kind of Ollie and Shy kind of getting us going. And, it's not going to be the same guy every week. Sometimes it's just whose number gets called and are you ready to step up and take it? And
that's nice. That's a nice problem to have.
Absolutely.
To have those three and able to not necessarily have to rely on one. And 42-35, you're going, boy, the ball's flying all over the place. It really wasn't that way. I mean, but there was a lot of hitting and a lot of blocking and moving the football on the ground.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think both teams wanted to come out and establish the run. Obviously we do it different ways. They do it from a spread look. We do it from our single wing, our unbalanced line. But at the end of the day, I think both teams were really trying. Like they wanted to get ISO going. We got ISO and counter going. Hit some weak sweep there or some strong sweep there in the second half. And again, I think the kids just believed in it. And they're starting to understand the why. Our conversations are changing now on the sidelines, and now all of a sudden they're having opinions. They're sitting down with me watching the film, and we're talking through issues. And at no point are they flustered or don't understand. They're talking about like, hey, if we do this, I think we can get them. And so, it's fun to see. It's fun to see the growth. It's fun to see the light bulb starting to go off. And I've told them all year, this is a really talented football team. We just got to keep growing, keep getting better. Who we are going to be or who we were in week 1 isn't who we're going to be by the time playoffs start. Now it's just, keep adding to it, keep getting better, keep getting more physical, keep trusting each other more and more. And, I think it's special. It's a special group. And then, defensively, everyone's going to look at it and be like, oh, man, they gave up 35 points. I'll tell you right now, that quarterback they got's pretty good, and there's a lot of plays that were made just because he was really talented. I thought our defense played really well in the first half and kind of helped us get out ahead. And then, the last 2 drives of the game, they didn't score. It's 35-28. We go down and tie it. We got to have a stop. Like, we've got to go now be the ones. Let's go try and take the lead again. They get the stop they needed. And then the final drive, they have the ball for the last 5 minutes. We're dealt with some cramping, things like that. We had homecoming on Friday, so they were outside a little bit more than normal. But as we just kept rolling bodies in, kids just kept playing. And
that had to be amazing that it was homecoming and to be that focused, in that game. Stopping that last drive, because a lot of people go, well, homecoming, there's a lot going on. I know you guys kind of prepare them for, let's keep focus on what's going on. Did you? And you had a good start, so I don't really think you thought that was an issue at all, was it, homecoming, except for the fact maybe they might be a little more tired, maybe.
Yeah, cramping was always going to be one of those things we're always worried about. We talked about it all week. We don't really have school on Friday on homecoming. Like we're have the dodgeball tournament and powder puff and the parade.
Great, yeah.
And so like it's a great day. It's a fun day, and we tell our kids all the time, like, look, like you get 4 of these. Like you're in high school for 4 years. Enjoy it. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But remember that at the end of the day, we have to go play a football game. And so, enjoy it, have fun, but make sure we're locked in and ready to go when the time comes. And I think our kids did a really good job of having fun, enjoying what homecoming is, right? I never want to be the guy that's like, no, I don't care that it's homecoming. Like, we have a football game. Like, that's the only thing that matters. Like, no, they're high school kids. Like, yeah, they need to go have fun. They need to enjoy homecoming. I'm kind of like the dad walking around during homecoming day, like, hey, here's another water bottle. Like, drink this water. Hey, please drink water. Drink water.
Yeah.
But like, go have fun. Like, don't go sit in the shade and by yourself all day just because we have a football game on Friday. Like, enjoy it, have fun with your friends, but understand that when that day ends, when the school day ends, we get in the locker room. It's time to shift our focus. Now it's time to lock in. Now it's time to get ready to go play football. And I think our kids did a really good job of that, and they were ready to go.
Talking to Christian Peterson here on Cougar Corner this Saturday morning. You talked about the kid for Concord Christian. What adjustments did you make? Because that's got to be mind blowing that he can run around for 9 seconds. Or how do you defense that?
Really, you just got to keep mixing up where the pressure's coming from. They did a good job they hit us a couple times on some things we had done in the first half. They made some good adjustments. And so really as we go, we know like now we've got to mix up, bringing a linebacker off the edge, bringing a linebacker inside, bringing a safety down from outside.
All right.
Really the third down play right before the last one, we bring the safety down. And so when he scrambles left, he's not expecting the safety to be there. He watched all the linebackers drop. He thinks he's good. He goes roll left. And then Ali meets him right as he throws it. And so, I think that play affected the fourth down play. But, I mean, those are the kind of things you got to do. You got to keep mixing it up. You've got to bring Cooper Jones off the edge, and then you've got to bring an Eric inside maybe the next play. Now you can bring Trey Ewell or Ali kind of off the edge, one or the other. And so
letting him see different looks.
Yeah.
He can't get comfortable.
He can't. You just can't keep sending pressure from the same spot. He's too athletic. He can move too well. He'll just make you miss. And like we've got good players on the defensive side of the ball that he made miss a few times. And so and he's a tough kid. I mean, he got hit a few times.
Yeah.
And just kept getting back up. But I think that's what it is you just kind of gotta. You have to understand sometimes you're playing a good player.
Yeah.
And you've just got to keep mixing up the looks. And when you get your opportunity to win, you got to go win it.
Yeah.
And then understanding that when he wins, it's not the end of the world. Now we just line back up. Let's go win the next one. And so
it truly was a team effort.
Yeah.
Last night.
For sure.
mean, in every stage of it, quarterback play, running backs, defense, offensive line, all of it, defensive line.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like I said, we rotated bodies in all night. Riley Brown played a lot at linebacker. Jackson Shoemaker went down with a knee. We think he's going to be okay, but just got to kind of wait and see. So Riley played a ton at linebacker. He played a ton at A, and he does a lot of stuff that doesn't show up in the stat sheet.
And we're talking some players that play on both sides of the ball, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Not a lot of big numbers out there for either team, but that has to be concerning because of the heat, and as much running and much chasing some people. That had to be kind of rough to make sure they're hydrated, that kind of thing. It's all in it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had a point. I don't know if it was the last drive or the one right before it, but, I mean, we had rotated in a different safety. James Hancock got rolled out right before the game. So we had to ask Shy to play a lot more corner than he's had to play the last couple weeks. Both of our inside linebackers were out. Shu with his knee, and then Eric had rolled his ankle. So we had a sophomore and a junior filling in the inside linebacker spots, but Cooper playing outside. And, it was just, again, though, and it kind of goes back to the Grace Baptist week when our twos went in, they took advantage of it. They played really hard. They showed that they know what to do. And so even as guys, your starting guys, the guys people look at, Eric Bowling is a captain on our team, right? When he comes out, we're able to go and put another guy in there, and we can trust him that he's going to go do what he's supposed to do. And, I don't think the moment was too big for any of them. I thought they played really well. And again, I think it's a testament to our kids of understanding, like, this group has learned, like, you're one play away from going in. So, like, every rep you get, like, it better be your best rep in practice, because you might not get as many as Eric does in practice. It might be 70-30 in the week. But, like, if Eric goes down, like, you got to go in, you got to play. And I think they've maximized their reps during the week. And, they make sure when they're out there, they're ready to go. and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of how hard they fought. Sometimes in those games it just comes down to like, I'm not going to let them get in the end zone. Right. And, I thought our defense collectively did that. They had some plays. They picked up a couple fourth downs on that drive. Like, it was a tough drive. And, there was a bunch of times where it could have been like, man, I just don't have anything left. I'm tired. And, they just kept finding that little bit extra, and were able to hold on and win the game.
Okay, well, big win. And I know kind of what you're saying is kind of a person-defining game for those kids. You go now, and you're going to be at Providence Academy. Now, this is a game. Tell us a little bit about this game, because you've just had a big win. You can't have let down for the next week.
I think it helps as a region game. For us, we talked about it, and I kind of dangled the carrot in front of them. Like, I need them to understand, like, you're good enough to go compete for a region championship, and I think when you win a state title, sometimes people forget how important winning a region championship is. Like, it's been done 3 times in school history, right? We don't have 107 of them.
Yeah.
Right. We've been playing football for 20 years. And so you're going to have an opportunity to go do something that's only been done 3 times. And, that was kind of our rallying cry this week of go get to 2-0 in the region. And so, like, we win that one, we're excited. And I ended my message Friday night of, like, now we've got to go prepare to go 3-0 in the region. Like, we've got to go win this. This is a region game. This is important. And so, again, I think our kids will respond. We're going to have to be ready to go. Providence does a lot of things on offense. They'll split back their wing tee, their spread. They kind of bump in and out of different formations. They don't have to rotate a whole lot of guys to do it. Defensively, it's going to be a challenge for them. And then our offense versus their defense, they play really freaking hard. They play hard. And so, we're going to have to beat them with technique and with effort and with physicality. And, I think if we can build on last week, I have faith that we can do it. But we're going to need to have a great Monday through Thursday to make that happen.
And this is not Providence and PC. This is not PCA we're playing, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. This is.
I want to make sure everybody knows that, because you hear the word Providence. And you're traveling, and that game starts at 7:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
7:30 Eastern time.
Yeah, Eastern time. So, we'll have your score in pretty quickly on that one. So I did want to make sure that everybody knew that. Okay, Coach, good luck next week.
Appreciate it.
But you can't leave yet. We've got other business to take care of.
Sounds
good.
Go
over the schedule. But tell us about Fall Festival is here. It's today, right?
It is today. That's actually my family's already there.
Yeah,
and then
sure.
Once I'm done in here, I'm going to go meet them up there. It's a great day. It really is. I talk about it all the time. The community MTCS is fantastic. And I think these events really, really show just how great the community is. The varsity gym is just loaded with all different kinds of things. There's going to be inflatables. There's going to be a bunch of different, almost like carnival games and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have some food trucks there. It's going to be great. It's a great day. The kids love it. That's all my daughter's talked about. She can't wait to go. So I'm excited. I'm definitely looking forward to being out there.
I know they're not missing you at all right now.
Not at all.
They're out there
Not
having a
at
good
all.
time. Well, it's a little warmer than usual, I think, but that's kind of a good thing in a way. The gym's not going to be a problem, but good weather to go out there today. And it doesn't have to be Middle Tennessee Christian folks, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody's
welcome.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this you can't ask for much better weather than this.
Yeah.
It was 75 when I was driving in this morning.
Yeah.
So.
Really, the football games, really, it seems like when the sun goes down, it just drops off to a pretty, favorable, condition. It's not bad.
No, it's been great. I think you Friday night and then even last Friday down in Chattanooga, I think that is perfect weather.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's not cold, but it's got like that little chill in the air, and I think
it feels fallish.
It does.
It
does. I'm excited.
But you can still wear, shorts if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We're going to go over the schedule. Help me here, Coach, if you can. September 22nd, MTCS golf in the district tournament. That'll start at 8:30 a.m. Volleyball's on the 22nd, 5:45 against Riverdale. September 23rd, Blackman MTCS tennis. That'll be at 4 o'clock. Middle school will play tennis on the 23rd as well. Let's see, soccer for MTCS against Providence Christian. Now, they are playing PCA.
Yeah.
That'll be September 23rd at 5 o'clock. Clarksville Academy also at 5. This is middle school for MTCS soccer. Going down the road here, and let's go to the 25th. We've got tennis, girls tennis. The 25th for MTCS volleyball. We did get a chance to talk volleyball a couple weeks ago. Appreciate you helping on that, and it was great. They've got a really good volleyball team.
They do.
There's several good volleyball teams around in this county.
Well, shoot, I was just looking the other day. I don't know. They've given up a set in like their last like 8 games.
Yeah.
Like they're impressive to watch. They're so much fun to watch. And they've beaten some good teams. Where that they were in control the entire time, and they're really talented. That's a senior heavy group that's played together, and that they've won a lot of big matches together. And, like I said, I enjoy watching them whenever they're at home. Pretty much if it's not a Monday, Mondays are the hardest, but if it's not a Monday and they're at home, I'm trying to go watch them.
Well, the middle school girls are pretty good too.
They are. They are.
I've got a granddaughter that plays for Eagle, and they're pretty good. In fact, real good. Let me mention cross country. It's September 27th at the Mountain Lion Invitational. That's at 7 a.m. Also, girls volleyball will start the district tournament on the 29th, so it's here. It's next week, basically.
Yeah.
And so looking forward to that. Well, I guess we've done the rundown. Fall Festival, and it won't be long that we have the Hill Tournament coming up in basketball. So that's just around the corner. I'm sure Jason knows that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Do you have to help with that at all?
I will now. I'm now an assistant AD.
Oh,
so,
no.
Well, I don't know why they put me into an admin role, but they decided to do it. And now
they gave you a promotion?
Oh, yeah. They did. I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, no, I'll be helping out with that.
You're knowledgeable, about all the sports that are going on out there. That's for sure. Well, I don't know whether to congratulate you or tell you I'm sorry.
Shoot, some days I don't know either.
Good luck next week. I know it's going to be a big game for you, and that's a region game, so go Cougars on that. Christian, appreciate it as always. And that's going to be Cougar Corner for John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett, Danny Brewer, and, of course, Coach Peterson here. We'll see you next week. So long, everybody.
Appreciate you.